Yo, yo, yo. It's Marky Marks Tarot. Hmm. Okay, Ninja, no problem. Hey, Lorraine. What was for dinner? Pulled pork. I had pulled pork in a panini with some mayonnaise and cheese, and I had Caesar salad on the side. It's pretty good. Okay, Ninja, no problem. It's pretty good. My sister made it. Yeah, I had Caesar salad with cucumbers, croutons, and olives. How was it? Yeah, they do. Yeah, dollar stores are the best. All right, Ninja, I'll check. You told me you was gonna send it on Insta, and you sent it to me on Facebook. I'm all looking on Instagram, like, where the heck's this shit to? Then all of a sudden, I saw the thing come up for Facebook. All right, let me check, Ninja. Yeah, dollar store is always a lot cheaper. That's why they call it the dollar store. Okay, what will the outcome be? All right, it will. Yeah, the outcome will be in your favor. It's just going to take some time. That's all, but it will be in your favor, though. Let's see. Looks like it might happen in like June. I'm gonna check though. It's not really telling me like when. It's saying that it's still the when is still up in the air. Like how long it's gonna take. It could be from now until like June. But I don't know, it's so hard. Like I'm not really getting any cards that give me a time frame. I'm just asking when and it's saying like it's up to them really. Dealing with banks and money and shit like that and all sorts of bullshit is that's the like it's so fucking annoying. Hold on a sec. Yeah. Let me just check something. Oh. Well, the alternative offer is 2,500, right? And that looks like it could happen. That's the more reasonable like offer. That looks like it's more of a yes. Either way, it's going to be in your favor, but it's going to take time to get there. And it's the alternative offer is 2,500, so it looks like that's going to be more of an option. You know, that looks like more of an option. I'm getting better cards and better like feeling on that than anything else. Yeah. These banks ain't gonna lose no money because of you or anybody else. Bank is all about money. Yeah, he's gonna find out, and he's gonna find out. He'll be like not really happy, obviously, because he'll be like kind of feeling like he'll probably feel like kind of annoyed about it at first. Yeah, he'll be kind of like he's happy that there's the finances are good and all that stuff, and he's helping his family, and he's okay with it. But he's gonna be like kind of oppressed with it and kind of like unhappy with it about you know things like that. He's gonna like find out what's the worthwhile change, like what the worthwhile thing to do about it, and how it's going to affect the finances and how it affects everything and stuff like that. But he knows that like he can overcome it. He knows he can overcome all of that. He just thinks that he's safe, with family, and we're safe with you and all that type of stuff. It's asking me, will he find out about everything? So it's saying, yes, he will find out, and he'll be kind of upset at first, but then he'll overcome it afterwards. Say with like the finances are safe. Well, you're asking me, look, Jessica, how you doing, sweetie? You're saying, but you're saying here, Ninja, will your husband find out about everything going on since the accounts he asked for the banking password? So it's saying that, you're giving him the banking password. So if he checks, right? That's what you're asking me. Like if he checks, how is he gonna feel? He's gonna feel like, I got money here, I'm good, but he's gonna get kind of annoyed if he starts to search for shit, if that's what you're asking. No, I haven't spoke to her since this morning when she came in here, unless that happened just now. No, I haven't spoke to her unless she messaged me and I haven't seen it, but I doubt it because I have my Instagram here, but I haven't seen nothing. Let's see. Nope, I ain't got no messages from her. No, no messages from my little angel. Nope. But Ninja, it's saying here that if you're asking about that, about him finding out about the credit card, it's saying if he does, he'll overcome it, and he'll be kind of like feeling a little weird at first, but then after that he'll be like whatever. It doesn't seem like it's a big deal if that's the case. But I'm not understanding the question 100%. Oh, see, that's why you're confused. It's confusing me now. That's what I'm saying. If he sees it, right? Listen, if he sees it, he's gonna be like annoyed at first, you know. Right. So if he finds out about it, he's gonna be annoyed. He's gonna feel like what the fuck's going on here. But if you're going to like if it's about money situations, he's gonna feel like still okay, but he's gonna be kind of like what the hell's going on here. I never understand how like that shit is the way it is. See, I would never let a woman run my bank account or anything like that. That shit ain't happening. Fuck that. I just saw that happen with my sister and my brother-in-law and my brother and his wife. That's why they're both getting a divorce because of money and bullshit like that. You know? Well, if it's your money, then you're okay then. So like that's what I'm saying. You're kind of like confusing me about this whole thing. So like when you get a password from somebody, right? And you get into if you how can you have a password to your account though? That's what I don't understand. So right. Hey, Becca, what's up, sweetie? How you doing? So basically, he has to go in and transfer money from savings to pay property tax, but everything is pretty much hidden from that to see unless he asks more to transfer. Right. That's the only way he won't see it. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Right. So if he sees it, right? That's what you're asking me. If he actually sees what's going on. All right. I'm getting that he's not going to see it. He's not going to see it. The heck are you doing? No? This fucking dog irritates me sometimes. She's so weird. No, that's all right. I'm just trying to figure it all out, Ninja. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure it out. But he's not going to see it. Right. So he's not going to see it. See, that's what I wanted to confirm is, yeah. Yeah. Like he's not going to see it because he's not going to make any effort to go through everything. He's just going to go in there, do what he has to do. And then that's it. He's not going to question anything or look at anything. I don't think he is. It doesn't say he is. Like it's saying he's not going to see it and he's not going to make any effort to look at anything. And if he goes in there just to pay property tax or whatever, that's what he's going to do. He's going to go there, click, 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 goodbye. But I think he's happy seeing what's in the account, you know what I'm saying? Or like he's going on, like how he deals with it. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. Like, you know, when you go into a joint account and you see what money's in there and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go wife. You know, she has money in here, you know. But it doesn't look like he'll see anything else though. Like it's not really something he's gonna search for. You know what I mean? So it doesn't say that. Yeah. It keeps telling me that he's not gonna see anything. Like he's gonna be like if he's the type of person that's like, yeah, whatever, you know, I'm just gonna go in here, pay this shit, whatever. I don't give a fuck about this money, or I'm not really going in here looking at anything. I don't really care, you know. That's what I see, like, you know. Right, exactly, right. Right, exactly. So I think that once he sees that, he'll be happy and he'll go on about like, you know, his transactions or whatever. Like, you know, I don't see him like being mad. But if he were to like see anything like that or hear about it, he'll probably be like, you know, what the fuck's going on here? But he's not going to be like, Ninja, I'm getting a divorce. You know, like he's not going to be mad or anything like that. I don't see like him being like going off the deep end or something. I don't get that energy from him at all. That's why I don't really see it. I don't really get that energy. Well, there you go. See, I don't see that happening. Yeah, he knows what's happening. That's how people are. People make money like a no problem, sweetheart. That was good. I'm the type of person, if I ever get married, I'm not joining no account. You have yours, I have mine. We'll pay for bills together, but we're not gonna have an account together. That ain't fucking happening. I ain't spending your money, and you're not gonna spend my money, because that's where bullshit happens. You know, I'm not saying that you're doing that, but even if my wife was a millionaire and she'd be like, "Oh, babe, I want to put you on my account," I'd be like, "No, no, that's fine, sweetheart. Now, if you want to transfer me money or whatever, you can do that. But we ain't got no joint nothing. Anytime we join together is when my D goes in your coochie. That's when we join together, sweetheart. But we're not gonna do no joint account. Because my brother did it, he got screwed. And my sister did it, and she's getting the same way. Where he don't deserve the money that's in there. See what I'm saying? That half and half shit don't work with Marky. Oh no, you won't. Yeah, fuck that. I don't want no woman that stays home all damn day. You better get off your ass and go work. Fuck, this is 2023, woman. You want women's rights? You women want this and you women want that. Well, you better go work too. I ain't slave. I ain't wifing no damn woman. You stay home and sit on your ass all day? Hell no. You're gonna work and I'm gonna work and we're gonna do shit together. We're gonna cook and clean together. We're gonna do everything together. So that way there's no, oh, I do this, I do that. I don't want to hear that shit. Fuck that. There has to be equal give and take. You're no better than me and I'm not better than you. And you're not gonna control me, I'm not gonna control you either. Fuck that shit. No. So when anything happens, you can't say, oh, this is my money, that's your money, and all that shit. No. I'm learned my lesson too many times for that. My friends have been through that shit, and they tell me, Mark, don't ever do that shit. I'm like, yeah, I would never do it anyway. And I don't even need to know what's in your account. As long as we pay the bills, I'm happy. That's it. Yeah, but that's your moolah because you wanted it that way. You joined the account, but me, I don't care. If she has more than me or I have more than her, that's not what we're together for. You see what I'm saying? People like, I'm not saying you guys do it, and I'm not saying people do it like that's in here or anything. That's not what I'm insinuating. What I'm saying is like me personally, I would never do that because that causes problems in the long run. Where it's like, oh, you took out this money on our joint account. That's my fucking money. Who? So what? I don't work? I don't want to hear that shit. Like, cause when I'm with somebody and they start to talk about money, that's when I get discouraged and that's when I look at you different. Because I'm not the type of person that dwells on money all the time. That's not me. I don't like that. Let's dwell on love. Let's dwell on how much we love each other and how much we trust each other, and how much we can work together. We're not supposed to be talking about money. Money should never be a part of your like immediate relationship. Yes, it's very important to have money, to make money, and to spend money, and to use it to do things, but it should never be a significant part of your life. All right. But Ninja, I know you got it all under control. So you're an Aquarius, so you're definitely, the breadwinner of the family. So I understand. So I just had to put that in there. All right, now, yeah, you're welcome, Ninja. No problem. I'm glad we resolved the confusion there. And Ali, I know you're listening. Hi. Now Jessica, and Becca, you guys were talking about some reading here you got from somebody. We thought we were what? You can't match energy. Yeah. So what happened here? You guys got a reading from Wolf? I don't know. I'm confused here. Don't mind me. If I got married and had a baby, I would want to stay home with the baby for a while. Yeah, that's obviously that's no problem. See, now we're not talking about babies. We're talking about like joint accounts and money and all that shit. Now, if my wife has a baby, obviously she has paternity leave, right? That's a whole nother story. She's not going to be on paternity leave for her whole life. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, you have a child, things change. But you could still be working from home on a computer and take care of your child when the child's sleeping, right? Babies take naps. While that baby's napping, you better be on that damn computer making some damn money. Absolutely, I agree with you 100%, Becca. I agree with you, yes. But to say that's you, that's if you got married and had a baby. So you already have a child, see. So, you're dealing with it now. But at the end of the day, being a single parent or with dealing with the baby or the mother always has to deal with the child majority of the time. 90%, it's very rare that a man who's like a single father and the wife doesn't care about or the woman doesn't care about her child. My brother's that like that. My brother's got his two boys and the wife divorced him and ran to go cheat. Well, she cheated on him and divorced him. And then yeah, that's the end of that. And now that one of the boys is going 19, and when he went 18 last year, she said, "Thank God I don't have to pay child support for you because you don't even speak to me." That's what she said to him. Great mom, huh? And now we have a situation of a great dad. Fucking moron. I'm trying to maintain my energy and not think about it too much, but some people like they just don't know how lucky they are to have a child and a family. And there's people out there who want a child, want a family, and can't have one or don't have one or have complications. And you take advantage of having a child and don't give a fuck about them. Make that make sense. I don't get it. I really don't. And it's men and women. It's not just men. I think it's majority men, yes. But I've seen women do the same thing. Not a lot, but I've seen it. I just can't deal with that. If that ever happened to me, if I ever, got involved with somebody and had a baby, got married, and she cheated on me or something like that, and she didn't give a shit about her child, like I would say, well, here I am in the same predicament these other people are. And then I say to myself, well, I'm going to make sure my child is well taken care of and I'm going to deal with him or her for the rest of my life. And I don't care about this, weirdo that changed. But it happens, it happens every day. Unfortunately, the children get caught up in it and they have to choose or they grow up without a parent. It's fucked up. It's not fair. It really isn't. It's not fair at all. And it bothers me sometimes. That's why I'm talking about it because it bothers me because I've seen it happen way too many times and it's really annoying to know that people actually don't have a heart in their body. It just pumps blood for them to live, but they don't feel nothing through it. It's really, really sad. But you know, most kids in that situation end up growing up to be something in life, and they strive for better because they go through so much bullshit. You know what I mean? A friend of mine told me today that his first daughter went, still is, and he says now that she's 18, she thinks she can do whatever she wants. I say, look, all I can suggest is let your children live and learn. Don't try and hold them back. It's worse. It don't make sense holding them back. Let them make mistakes. Let them live and learn, and they'll come back with their tails between their legs, and they'll be like, "What the fuck happened to me? I'm sorry, mom. Sorry, dad." You know. Hey, Steven, how you doing? Thanks, I appreciate it. So you know, it's difficult for a lot of families and people. And sometimes people say, you know what, it doesn't even make sense. And then you know it costs a lot to have children, and it just bothers me how people don't care. It's really really sad. But hey, I'm glad I don't have to deal with that, me personally, because that won't be nice. I'm doing good. Just talking about certain things and how there's a lot of deadbeat mom and dads out there and that don't give a shit about their kids and their family and stuff like that. I just don't know how people do that. But hey, to each their own. I can't change them. Some people are raised by their brothers and sisters. Some people are raised by their aunties, uncles. Some people are raised by their grandmothers, grandfathers, and some people are raised by their own mom and dad. Some people are orphans. Some people are, you know, never seen their family and shit. You know, it's like it's the way the world is. Not everybody's the same. I'm very, very fortunate to have both my parents still alive, and they raised me very well, even though I didn't agree with the way they raised me at some point in time. But you know, they have every right to say to me, you know, I don't care if you're 18, you're living under my roof. You do what the fuck I tell you. If you don't, then there's going to be consequences. And my dad and mom told me that when I was 18. That's why a year later, I was like, fuck your consequences and fuck your house. I'm going to go live on my own and go get an apartment. And that's exactly what I did. And I turned out perfectly fine. But some people don't. But my mom and dad are cool with me now. Obviously, they've been all right. They just didn't like my decisions. They thought I was going to go to jail or something. You know, always think of the worst. All right, Steven, you can go ahead and ask your first question. What you boop bloop boop bleeping about? I have no idea. We don't have Walmart here. You meant DiGiorno? You said Digamo. What the heck is a Digamo? I know what you meant. The DiGiorno croissant pizza. I had it once with my nephew, and it was pretty good. My nephew, he loves DiGiorno pizza. That's the only pizza they eat from the box. Yeah. All right, so you stayed out all night again last night. Dave was acting nicer today, and he asked me what I've been up to. I didn't really say much because he wouldn't do same. He acted kind of flirty later. Yeah. Well, remember I told you, Steven, that if you would just don't say nothing to him, let him talk to you, and to see it worked. See? Sometimes no answer is an answer. Ah man, Baka. I thought I was gonna be all right, but nah, that's cool. I wish you the best. You know. Oh well. Looks like I'm gonna have to look otherwise elsewhere. Oh man. Yeah, she's sexy. Yeah. I'm not really like into blondes or whatever, but I'm a brunette guy. Like I like brunettes. I don't like. I don't really like blondes like that. But yeah, she's a Gemini, so I can't deny. But she's sexy though. I saw a picture of her already when you commented on something about her. But I mean, she's sexy and all, but I don't really like blondes like that. I can't see myself with a blonde chick. But she's fine though. I wish her the best. All right, Steven, you said, what is David up to here? All right, let's check. He still crossed my window. Looks like he left together, probably to get dinner. David still got anxiety and stuff. He's still like doesn't really know what he's up to. I think he's embarrassed about his decisions and he's being very hesitant and doubtful and he's uncertain about what he wants to do, right? But Stephen, he's still trying to figure out how he's going to be cool with you and how things are gonna pan out. I think he's still gonna like make the effort, but he still thinks that your emotions are gonna run wild on him and you're gonna like tell him about himself. But I think he's still resisting, telling you more or saying more to you because he doesn't want to cause an argument or he doesn't want to like make it seem like. So I think he's still trying to feel you out. I still think that he's trying to like see where your head is and what you're doing and how you feel. So he's up to still trying to see what's up. I think he's gonna keep making the effort and keep trying to see how it all works out. But I think that what's his name, Leandro, is jealous, and I still think he's like up to do good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I think he has anxiety when he knows you go out because he kind of thinks that you're gonna go and do something else or whatever. But I still feel he's gonna keep putting in the effort. So if it's working the way it is now, then keep it that way. Don't like go out and don't get excited about the communication. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just keep let him make the effort. Let him show you because at the end of the day, right, he's the one who is going off it and acting crazy, right? So allow him to like, get over his resistance and going over like getting over that situation. But I do see that he's going to make an effort to keep yeah, that's what I'm saying. The reason why he's doing that because he wants to make an effort and he wants to like he's resisting it. Like he resists like saying too much to you, but he's gonna still try and make the effort. He's still gonna make the effort. Right now, he's not happy and he's still insecure, Stephen. David's still insecure about himself. He's still not like he feels like he doesn't have no happiness and he's incomplete. He doesn't feel like himself. So that's why he's starting to make the effort to be cool with you and to try and get things better. And I think I did see that he was going to like if you didn't say anything, he will eventually come to you and say something. I still think that he wants to make amends, but he doesn't know how to without starting an argument. He seems like one of those people are like, I'm not wrong, even though I was wrong. Like some narcissistic behavior, like somebody I know. It's a long way from your heart, Becca. You'll be fine. I'll give it a kiss. I'll give it a kiss better. I'll blow you a kiss in a minute, make it feel better. You should put Vaseline on it. Take your Band-Aid off, put Vaseline on the cut, and put the Band-Aid back on. And sleep with it like that. Vaseline is the best thing you can do when you have cuts. If you don't have Vaseline, then put Sudocrem on it, like that white stuff. It's Sudocrem or Vaseline. Either one works. That's what I use for cuts. Dr. Markey at your service. All right, so what's up with him bringing Leandro over? I think that it's the same situation I see here, Stephen, with David and you. When Leandro doesn't give David the time of day or like holds back or doesn't do anything, he would invite Leandro over. And that's why like him and Leandro were talking. Because he doesn't make, David is only going to make the effort if nobody makes the effort to him, like how he's doing with you. You see what I'm saying? So he's like trying to like solve things, but he's doing it selfishly. Like I told you last time, if I believe I did, David's just using Leandro for money or vice versa. Like they're using each other. And I still see selfish ways between them and using their power to get what they want. Like they're both selfish. And I think that the reason they're doing this is because like they don't want, I don't know how long they have known each other, but like I think their past friendships and relationships are almost the same, where they talk about their past a lot to each other. So they still, are up to no good, obviously. They're still like using each other and they're still doing things that they're still procrastinating, You've known David way longer, yeah. So I know like the thing is they talk about their past a lot to each other. That was what I'm getting. But they still I feel like they're both still frustrated with each other. Even though they're hanging out or whatever, there's still a frustration there. I'm still getting like almost the same energy as last time. But right. And that's the thing. The reason why he gave you the time of day is because he wasn't getting nothing from Leandro. So when Leandro gave him the time of day, he was like, okay, me and Leandro is cool, but I'm gonna make sure David is cool too. Like I'm gonna make sure Steven's okay is what David's saying. David's trying to level out the peace factor here between both of you. But I would say like just take it with a grain of salt. It's not really, 100% genuine. I think he has a serious egotistical problem. Like his ego gets in his way around Leandro, and they both have ego problems. They seem like two idiots together, but that's how their energy is. Though people don't change overnight. Yeah. All right, so David felt like, you know, he felt kind of like he was testing your sincerity, is what I want to say. Like he was testing to see if you're still sincere, you're still like have feelings, or you're still like, wanting to talk to him and things like that. Because you shut him off and avoided him, he still wanted to like test you to see what you would do. So David's part of it was a test. He wanted to test you. And because you shut him off and avoided him, he's like, okay, I passed the test. He shut me off, but it's okay. At least I got to talk to him and see what he was about, what he was saying. Now, Leandro, on the other hand, he doesn't care because he's kind of worried that you did it, because he's like, why would he cut us off? Why is he cutting me off? Or what's up with him? Like, I know he's not happy with us, but I just think he just thinks you're insecure. And because he thinks you also could be possibly jealous because of his and David's relationship and friendship. But I think that Leandro is more of the type of guy that would judge you because you don't have what you want. Yeah. I think Leandro is more judgmental and trying to judge you and trying to make you, he's not. David's more understanding, I think, when it comes to you, because he knows you that longer. But I think he was just testing you out to see if what he can get out of you, or how you feel. And I think that because he knows there's still deep feelings there, deep down inside. That's why he's more of like, okay, the energy is better with David than it is with Leandro. Leandro is like, I don't give a shit about Steven, whatever. It's not my fault he isn't happy. That's how he thinks about you. That's how he feels. Yeah. I think they're just testing you to see what you'll do. You know what I mean? They're like testing you out to see what you'll say, what you'll do, if you'll snap, if you do something. So just let it go. Like don't like go at them or anything. Just leave them alone. Sometimes no answer is an answer, and that's the best thing. Yeah, it is dumb, but you can't fix stupid, Steven. You know what I mean? You just can't fix stupid. People are gonna be the way they are. That's why, like, I wish that you and everyone else, will take my advice and just disconnect from that energy completely. And yeah, exactly. The more you detach, the more they freak out because they want a reaction. See, people who want a reaction, they're going to do whatever it takes to get that reaction until you react. But if you don't react, then they're going to be like, what can I do to make them react? They strive on that. So it's good to be like, just like how you talk to David today and be like, hey, what's up, whatever. And he was cool. Take that and just go. Just don't speak when spoken to is my advice. But if that, don't go out of your way, But they freak out because they're wondering what the heck's going on. Yeah, if you're usually the type of person that'd be like, what the fuck do you want or whatever, or argue, that's what they want. So just keep focusing on getting out of there and moving on. That's my suggestion to you, Steven. So you don't have to deal with that type of energy. You deserve to be happy and away from people like that. People change. People are in your life for a reason or a season. So some people are in your life for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 50 years. But if they do you wrong, then that's telling you something. Yeah. And Steven, that's a good thing. I used to be the same way. I used to like always go at people if they said some shit to me or they treated me different. I would go at them and thought that was the right thing to do. But now I just keep quiet. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I don't give a shit. So that's good, Steven, that you've gotten to that point. Yeah, it don't make sense. You use reverse psychology like you're doing now. You keep to yourself, shut your door, and bye. That's the best thing to do until you get yourself. Yeah, of course it does, because you used to react and you don't now. So, like I said, that action wants a reaction. So if you don't react, you're not gonna get, they're gonna freak out, and that's good. You keep them, you use their energy against them. Use the reverse psychology mode, which is a good thing. But in the meantime, I suggest that you get your shit together, get another job, get your new job, and then once you do that, find your way out of there, so that way you don't have to deal with that energy, man. I encourage everybody to find a better way. If you're not happy, find a better way. And if it means disconnecting from people, that's a good thing. All right, let's check. That's good, man. I hope you get a job, and I hope it works out for you. Well, it's not telling me that they went to dinner. It's telling me that they went to visit somebody, like another guy. Could be like a friend of theirs or something, or a mutual friend. They went to go visit another person. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. That's good, man. I'm glad you got a lot of opportunities. The more opportunities we have, the more chances we find to get a better job. Yeah, I'm honestly, Stephen, I'm getting that they went to meet up with somebody. They could have went out for drinks, possibly dinner, but I see another person here. They went out with another person. And like the person has like a beard, and like their hair is kind of like, longer. Not long, but like maybe to right here. Like they have like a good bit of hair. So it looks like this guy's like older than them. It's someone that they went to go meet up with. Because I'm getting three people, those two and another person. They met to meet up with somebody. Well, they must have went to go see the brother then. Yeah. Let me check. Yeah, he went to go see his brother. I got a yes on that. I got that him and David and Leandro went to go see his brother. And it could be somebody like from work, or they might work. If they work together, then it could be that too. Or it could be like somebody, like his brother, somebody from his brother's work or something like that had a party and invited him over. But I see them with another person. It looks like that. So if they look like that, then I think that's who it is. I'm getting a yes on that. So I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I got. But keep doing what you're doing, Steven. It's working. So just do what you got to do, and that's it. Not really. I don't think so. I'm not getting any good cards or any love type of cards. I still think that what I always see between these guys is they can't trust each other because of what's happened in the past. And I think it's more David not wanting to trust him because he's already seen some red flags and some stuff. You know what I mean? Okay, Ninja, take care. You're welcome, sweetheart. Thank you as well. Yes, I hope to sleep well. but the energy between them is still a conflicting energy. Like they're not really trusting each other, and there's not really like no serious romantic type of stuff going on. I don't see that. Yeah, I'm not getting any type of like togetherness and love and all that type of stuff. What I'm getting here is like an overwhelming feeling between both of them, and like frustration between the both of them. And like I always see and always tell you, they're just trying to benefit off of each other in any type of way. But I just don't think that they're happy together. I don't get no happy cards, no happy feelings, no nothing. They're just trying to like, make an effort to just help each other in any type of way. But it's like a weird help. It's a help with an ulterior motive, or like I'm doing this, I'm doing that, or I feel this way, I feel that way. There's like a lot of pressure between both of them to resolve issues, but they procrastinate and then they just get into like arguments and shit, and then they go like stupid again. Like if they're doing, you know what, Steven? Like if they're doing like any type of drugs or they're drinking a lot, then that's why the drugs and alcohol will keep them together because they have something in common. If that's the case, so they have something in common that keeps them together, but also keeps them apart from being more than what they want to be or what they perceive to be. So it's like a fake friendship that benefits in some type of ways. But as far as them being happy together, no, I don't see that. Some fake shit maybe, but not real shit. It ain't no real deal type of stuff. I don't get no happy ever after stuff around here with them. They might be happy right now because they're with their brother and having a good old time and drinking. So if they drink, I would say it could be that alcohol saves their friendship. Gran Turismo. People play, people still play that shit. Oh, well, that's just it. See, so that I know that there's like a conflicting jealousy and like kind of resisting energy between them. I see that a lot. David's got issues, man. So does Leandro. So does both of them. They just seem we seem weird. Yeah, I don't know how people still play those things. I don't know. I'm not really into games anymore. I mean, to each their own. Everybody likes what they want. Yeah, I'm not really into games and stuff. I like watching sports, but not playing it on a thing. Yeah. Well, I know a lot of guys like that, Steven. A lot. All right. How he feels about you is he feels like you're alone and you want to stay alone, and he feels like he still can't trust you, and he feels like everything's weird, and he feels like the experience he's had with you should make him feel a certain way. But he still thinks there's still controversy and unhappiness, and that's how he feels about you tonight. He just feels like you're up to something, or you don't want to be. You have difficulty in understanding him, maybe, and he just feels like you just want to be alone, and that's okay. But I don't see him like. He just feels like there's an inconsistency between you and him. He doesn't want any hostility between you guys, but I think that he has difficulty in understanding you. He doesn't know where you're coming from, what you're doing, why you're doing what you're doing, and that's how he feels about you. He doesn't. He's trying to figure you out. That's why he's probably passed by your window a million times. He's like, "What the fuck is David? I mean, what the fuck is Steven up to?" Like, he's wondering what's up, and he's wondering if he can trust you, or he's wondering like if you're lying to him about something, or something like that. He also like has, yeah, he's trying to figure out what you're doing because you're not saying anything. So my example is, if you're not telling him anything about your life, right, and there's no real serious communication, then that's why he's wondering if you're up to something. Yeah. That's why when you don't say nothing to him, he's like, obviously something's up with him. But he feels like you being alone makes makes you not understand where he's coming from, or vice versa. It's like a lack of understanding because you want to be alone. But it's weird because if he's telling you one thing and doing another, then that makes, that's just the way he is. Don't let him like make play mind games with you or whatever, but that's up to you. But that's how he feels. He just feels like he can't work with you. He can't really say too much to you. Even though he did today, he's still like holding his tongue or whatever to not say too much. He feels like you might not be telling him. If he asked, because you said here he asked you something tonight, right? What did you say before here? You said something about he asked me. Um, can't remember what you said. And he asked me what I've been up to. See how you first talked to me earlier? You said, okay, so I stayed out all night again last night. They was acting nicer today and asked me what I've been up to. I didn't really say much because he wouldn't do the same. Right. See, that's where I'm getting this answer from. It's like he that's why he's wondering what's going on. Yeah. He just should back up and knock on my door about the Wi-Fi. Mm. Well, there you go. That's why he's worried about your life and he's worried about what you're doing. See? Yeah. See? So that's how he feels about you tonight. And your question was, how does he feel about you tonight? He feels like you're up to something because you're not saying anything. Yeah. And no answer is an answer. So it's like You didn't say much to him. That's why. That's how he feels about you. He said, "Yeah, if Steven's not saying anything to me, then obviously he's up to something." So if you sat there and was like, "Yeah, I had a great time. I went here. I did this. I do that. I went for an interview. I'm trying to find a job." Blah, blah, blah. He wanted you to talk, but you didn't. So then he's like, "Oh yeah, he's up to something." That's why he's acting the way he is. Yeah, yeah, he's trying to figure out what's going on. Like you just said earlier, when you stay to yourself and you're quiet, that's when like he kind of like he's like, what the heck's going on here? I just think he's being suspicious about you and what you're doing. Yeah, but that's how you turn the tables, Steven, is doing it that way. I do it all the time. It's called reverse psychology. When people try to get a reaction from me, I don't react. And then I react in other ways. It works. I learned that the hard way. All right, let's check, bro. It looks pretty good. It looks like yeah, exactly. So if he doesn't say anything, then don't say anything to him. You're doing the right thing by not telling him. It does look like you. It's possible you might get the job. You're in consideration. Um, I think there's two other people that they're looking at as well, Steven. So it's you and two other people that they're following up interviews on to see who's the right option. And I think they might hand it to you. Yeah, it's still up in the air. I mean, it's possible that you can get the job, but they still have to interview two more people. So it's between you and two others. So will you get the job? It's saying it's very possible, but it still needs to be settled between you and two other people. So it's kind of telling me yes, but also like it's still their final decision. So I would say you're in the runnings. I can't say yes or no, but it's saying maybe it could be very possible you're in the runnings for the job. Yes, and I hope you get it. But I'm not really getting like a concrete yes. I'm not getting a no. I'm just getting like a maybe. Yeah, keeps telling me the same thing. Like there's another person that they have to interview. So that's why it's not telling me any concrete answers. But it does look promising. What it's saying as well, Stephen, I just checked. Like it says in the next 10 days, you'll have a job. Like you'll find out about something that will make you happy. So I think going into next month, like let this month pass by. Like it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would say like the first week of May. The first week of May, you'll actually hear and get a job. So it's I got the 10 of cups on that, and that pretty much tells me yes. Yeah. So it's saying that this job can possibly come through, but it's going to take a little bit more time. But going into next month, like another week from now, 10 days, you'll get like a job. Something will come through. So keep your fingers crossed. You know. Hmm. Oh yeah, and I think he's gonna continue to ask. I mean, he's gonna continue to want attention. Um, I just think that he fears if you like leave, then how is he going to cope with what he's coping with? You know what I mean? Because I believe you said your roommates, so you both pay rent there, right? So if he's thinking that you're gonna leave, so he's kind of suspicious about that. So if you keep doing what you're doing, I think that he's gonna continue to think that you don't want nothing to really do with him, and you're about to leave, or you're gonna go, and you're gonna leave him high and dry if that's the case. I still think that he's obsessed about what you're doing and how you're doing it, or what you're up to. He, if you've been, I just think it's more of his selfishness, to be honest. Like you're saying, what would David do if I keep doing what I'm doing? If you keep doing what you're doing, he's going to continue to be selfish. He's going to continue to be like, what the fuck's going on? I got to find out. I got to keep my eye on Steven. I got to make sure I talk to him. If not, he's going to leave, or, I'm going to be screwed, or, something bad's going to happen to me. I think he's paranoid, to be honest. So the more you do it, the more he's going to feel like, that fear of what you're up to. So whatever you're doing is working, I would say. And what he would do is like he's going to continue to be, feeling that way. He's going to continue to be a person who is looking for attention, and he's going to try to say things or do things that will annoy you. Yeah. Yeah. But even though he got you, see now, even though, right, exactly. So that's why he's kind of shitting himself right now. He's like, he lost his job right after because that was his karma. You know what I mean? But I still feel like he still feels like he needs you in that way. Like he fears that his ways is gonna get in the way of you, like possibly, you do leave. So even though he told you, he tried to get you, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I don't know if that makes sense to you, because that's what the cards are telling me, that even though I know it's bullshit, right? But what I'm trying to figure out here by looking at the cards is this. I think that he's keeping the peace right now in a way, because he knows if you leave, who's gonna take your spot? You know what I'm saying? And who's gonna pay, or who's gonna help? So he feels like he's gonna be like, he kind of eating his words and getting his karma at the same time. So if you guys like split the bills or whatever, or he can't stay there without you, or there's a reason why, it hasn't changed. So for instance, what my question to you is, if you were to leave today, would he feel like you left him hanging, or you like, would he feel like, that he can't do it without you? That's my question to you. Like, do you think he would feel that way? Because I think he needs you more than you need him. And I think that's why he's not pushing that issue anymore. So if it's because of money and you staying there, then he's probably going to be like, okay, yeah, he can stay there because he's paying bills for now. So it all depends. Like, that's what I kind of see. But like I said, you don't have to put your business out there. But that's what I'm kind of getting, like how he feels. So if you keep doing what you're doing, there you go. So that's why he's kind of like not, he's keeping quiet about that situation because he knows, like, who the fuck am I going to get here to help me do things or to do things for me, period. So I might as well, keep the peace and try to be somewhat okay and not be ungrateful and ungenerous because if I do, then Steven's going to be like, fuck you, I'm out of here. And then he's going to have to find somebody else that he's going to have to get to know or trust or deal with. So, yeah, that's exactly what I'm implying and what I'm trying to figure out. So, if he said to me, if he said, you said, he said to me, he said that to me during the bad conversation, I stopped talking to him. So yes, that's my point. Is see, you pretty much, when you said what would David do if I keep doing what I'm doing? If you keep doing what you're doing, that it's gonna make him fear that financial upset because you're the one, who is like, having his back, paying, stuff, paying for things. So yes, he only wants you there for money and for his own selfish ways. And that's what I keep getting, is that's why he hasn't said anything. Right. See? So that's why he only wants you there because he knows you're gonna help pay those bills and you're a good roommate. So yes, that's the only reason why he wants you there. That's why he hasn't got rid of you, you know? And I think that's fucked up. It's bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. I get a very selfish energy here and I keep getting the same cards. Like his he knows that controversy between you guys and that conflict and all that mentality there. He doesn't want to like cause any more conflict because he knows if he has a new person come there, they might not be the same type of person. They might be worse. And he may have I think he's lost his faith in himself. You know what I mean? Yeah. But there's still that indifference between you guys. I think he's gonna be tempted. I think he's tempted to like say more, but he won't because he doesn't have that faith in him. But he's still gonna be petty. He's still gonna be like weak. He's still not completely stable, even though yes, you helped him. Yeah, exactly. Right. And you know that. So that's like your trump card, you know what I'm saying? So that's why you shouldn't feel guilty if you do or feel any type of way because of what he's done to you and how he's acting. So I would say yes, he only wants you there because of money and because he knows that anybody new that comes in there is probably not going to be the same thing. And they probably won't put up with this shit like you said. Like he doesn't want any more conflict. Hey Virgo, what's up, sweetheart? How you doing? And you're right. I see that here at the end here in the cards is he knows that if you leave or he continues to attack you, or if he does attack you again, he fears that you're going to, and you know what else, Steven? Is because you're not hanging around there and you disappear you know, and you're not hanging around there, that bothers him. It makes him like think like, oh shit, he's going. Any day now he's leaving. So you're leaving him in suspense. And that's why he's like, oh, trying to be cool now because he's like, oh fuck. Right. So you're still doing the right thing by keeping him on his toes, and making him feel a certain way, and you have every right to. So I still think that he punishes himself and he shouldn't be in the situations he's in, but you can't change him, and he's the only person that can change. But Stephen, for your own benefit and your own health and your own whatever it's worth, don't worry about how he's going to be. He's going to be fine eventually once he wakes the fuck up. Yeah, exactly. That's it. As you said that, I was pretty much saying that in my mind, like, you shouldn't even have to worry about him. That's why things are going to change for you, Steven. You're going to get this job. Listen to me, bro. I want you to sit there, and when you go to sleep tonight, I want you to sit there and ask I believe it's your grandma. Ask your grandma to help you, man. Talk to her tonight when you're sitting there or you're laying there in your bed. You know, say, hey, grandma, look, I need your help. I want you to help me get this job and help me get the fuck out of this place so I don't have to deal with this toxic energy anymore. I'm gonna do my part, and I need you to help me, for the rest. If that's the case, like, you'll be all right. Don't be afraid to ask for help from spirit. They'll help you, man. You just gotta like help yourself, dude. Right. See, and that's the thing. That's all signs for you, Steven, to get away from that shit. And it's gonna happen. Once you get this job in the next 10 days, May is gonna be your month. You're gonna get the new job and you'll be able to go wherever you want to do whatever you have to do to get away from that. You don't deserve to be treated that way, and being nice ain't gonna get you nowhere. And don't care about what's gonna happen to him in the end. You know, he's gonna get his. Don't wish anything on him. Just go about your business and just make your life better. Steven's gotta be good for Steven. David, Leandro, all these idiots, they're not gonna do. They're not gonna. You're not gonna benefit off of being around these people. Their energy is not right. So it looks like you're being helped by your grandma, and I kind of heard her in the background throughout the reading saying things. So All right, Virgo. Yeah, I'm up late tonight. It's good seeing you, sweetheart. I saw some of your posts on TikTok. I was liking them. Exactly. Listen, man. A lot of people like you and me, and that help people and do things for people. We're not obligated to do that shit. And if you're doing it and getting disrespected, it's trying to tell you something. It's trying to tell you, look, wake the hell up and don't help these people no more because they don't deserve you. It's not our job to help people, that don't care about us. But if you help somebody that gives you 100% back, then that's the great thing. But if you're helping somebody and they're not helping you and talk shit to you and disrespect you, then that's your sign right there to get rid of that energy for good. And you'll do it next month. You'll be out of there. Next month will be your month where you can say, I'm gonna get my job, and I need to get. Now that I have my job, you're gonna say, I need to, find me a place, and that's it. You gotta manifest it in your brain and tell yourself. You gotta manipulate your own mind and say, look, I'm gonna get a job, and when I get that job, I'm gonna go find me another place and get the fuck up out of here, so I don't have to deal with these idiots. And once you do that, once you start, saying that every day, when your grandma and spirit's gonna help you, God's gonna help you, and you'll be fine. And all this stuff is gonna go right for you. You just gotta, stick it out a little bit longer and just keep doing what you're doing because it works. You'll be fine, bro. When I read your energy, it's okay. It's just the people around you. And that's exactly what's happened with me. I'm okay, but the people around me aren't because they're not spiritually inclined or spiritual or mentally stable like I am. And it's not just me, a lot of people are like that. And that's why I'm the way I am now. And you mentioned it earlier, Stephen. You're not that person that's gonna go off on people anymore, anybody anymore. You just go about your business. And I suggest that to everybody. Don't give people your energy. I know it's hard. Trust me. Because there's some days I want to turn my energy back to you know, and I'm gonna fucking beat the shit out of you if you don't shut up. You know, because we get there, like our energies change because we're so passionate about, you know, how people treat us, you know? So if we're not getting treated the same way, we react to, hey, you know, you're supposed to treat me good. What the fuck is wrong with you? But see, that's not for us to determine. That's not for us to say because we're putting ourselves in a bad energy from jump. We're around bad energy, so what the fuck you expect? You see what I mean? I have to tell myself that many times. When I'm around toxic people, which is not very often, but when I'm around them or they're around me, I disconnect from them. I'm like, look, I can't deal with you. I'm leaving. Hey, look, I gotta go. I'll make any excuse possible. Look, I gotta go take a shit. Look, I gotta get a phone call. Look, I gotta go to the grocery store before it closes. Oh, look, somebody's calling me right now. Oh, I didn't hear your phone ring. Yeah, my shit's on silent. Yeah, hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? Okay. You know, I'm gonna divert myself from people. I really am. I can't take that shit. I can't take people's toxic energy anymore. I can't. I'm not gonna absorb that. And everybody in here, if you're listening to me, you don't do that shit. Get away from all toxic people. Fuck these people. They don't deserve your energy. They don't deserve your time. They don't deserve your kindness. They don't deserve what's in your heart. They really don't. Everybody has to start stepping up, including myself. Everybody, we have to do it for ourselves, for our own sanity, for our own mentality and everything. You got to do it for ourselves. You got to stay away from people. As soon as you get that red flag, let that bitch fly on that pole and say, fuck this, I'm not dealing with you no more. But I know it's hard, but we can do it. I know everybody can. Yeah, exactly, because people want that. They want that. Sure, back, I'll give you some cards. What you want? I'll give you a message if you want one. My little angel. Yeah, boundaries are key. But you know what I always say, what's really key is staying away and not giving people your energy. Like stay away from all sorts of negative Nancy's and all these people that, you know, all these Karens and shit. All these people are like this. As soon as they start rambling on, just leave. Just like disconnect from them completely. Just be like, yo, I gotta go. Bye. I ain't dealing with you. I'm trying to teach my sister that. She's having a hard time with it, but she's getting better. But she needs to learn. A lot of people need to learn that when people trigger you and you feel that trigger, you feel that energy and you want to like react, just breathe and say, nope, not today, Satan. I'm not today. You're not going to get me today. I'm not going to deal with you. And no answer becomes an answer. And if silence is better than bullshit, I can go on and on and on. But it's up to us to make the decision to not give that person your energy. Don't do it. I know some people want to say, well, let me tell you something, you mother. You know, that shit's unnecessary. You're just going to get yourself worked up for nothing. If you just say, you know what, fuck you, I'm done, and walk away, you'll feel much better. And some people are like, Mark, you know, not me. I have to fuck them off, and I feel so relieved when I'm finished. All right, Steven. I wish you the best, and I hope you get that job. I know you will. Just like I do what I said, like talk to your grandma tonight, ask her for help. I feel like she's the only one that can help you, get what you really want. All right, Becca, let me see what I got for you. Oh boy, here we go. Your ex is thinking of you. We already know that. Your ex is thinking of you because he wants that booty. Tell him, if you're thinking of me, I need ticket money. I need license money. So if you want the coochie, you got to pay for it. Focus on the present right now. So focus on everything you need to do. And investigate the person you are dealing with. And on the bottom, it says spend time with your family and friends that are most important to you, like your daddy, Marky. He ain't getting it. Well, then you ain't getting no ticket money then. Better do some damn readings. If there's anybody else who wants a message, let me know. Because if not, I'm going to sleep. Well, that's because he got what he wanted last week or the week before that. See? You gave in and gave him the coochie, see? So he's like, yeah, I got it, I'm good. When I need some, I'll come back. She'll give in. She'll give in. Hey, what's up, David? Jessie was in here on Sunday and she asked if you came by. I told her, I said, yeah, you came by here and there. Our friend Jessie was asking about you. I think she misses you. Good to see you, bro. Thanks for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. And back of your mom says, stay positive, and then positive things will happen. She said, try not to worry so much. You know what else she said is Caden's having dreams, and his dreams is helping him in his day-to-day life. In a way, probably, but she's talking about Caden now. She says that he has a lot of dreams at night. I don't know if he wakes you up at night and talks about his dreams, or he ever talks to you about his dreams, but he's gonna be dreaming. And yeah. She says that he has a lot of dreams about like talking and stuff. Like he sees people talking to him and he's talking back to him in his dreams. She says that that's gonna motivate him to talk more. Yeah. Does he talk with his hands? Like, does he go like, because that's what she says he's doing. She says he talks with his hands. Yeah. She says in his dreams, he talks with his hands and he talks like that, period. Like, but she says that he talks more in his dreams. Yeah. She really cares about him a lot. She says that she's focused on him a lot. Yeah. That's why she said he talks with his hands. But I'm getting an image of him like saying words and going like this, he's doing like that. That's his finger, and he's going like this. That's how he talks in I don't know if he talks like that in real life, but in his dreams, he's seeing himself talk like that. She says she says his dreams will be more intense in the next couple of days. He might even say, "Hey, mommy, I dreamt of myself, or I dreamt of me talking about this in my hands or something." He might say something like that to you. Yeah, that's what she's saying. Is he's talking more, and he's talking like I can't. If I dream, I can't see myself, but I'm dreaming through my eyes. Like I'm looking, like I can see myself right now, right? Obviously, because I'm on camera. But if I'm dreaming, I can only see what's in front of me. I can't see myself. I can't even hear myself in my dreams. I can just see what people are saying to me, and I can see people all around me, but I can never see myself. But she says he sees himself talking. Yeah, I don't ever see myself either. I always dream, and I can see things, but I can't see myself. If I do see myself, it's just an image next to something, like next to a car. But I don't like I can't like some people actually see themselves talking, and she says Caden sees himself talking to him. He sees himself talking to other people. Like he's getting I think the reason why he sees that is because he needs to see himself talk. Like put him in front of a mirror and see what he does. It'll probably freak him out. I don't know if he talks to himself in the mirror or he looks at himself in the mirror. But that's what you could do, like, so he can get like more of a vision of himself talking. But sometimes you need to see yourself talk in order to like, say more, if that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Put him in front of the mirror and like you can even go with him in the mirror and say, look at you, look at your hair, look at this. And he'll be like, okay. And if he starts to look at himself talk or look at himself say things, it'll probably make him feel like, hey, look at me. I'm talking more and I'm saying this and I'm doing that. So like sometimes that image will get to him. I think he's dreaming about it now. Like she's saying that he's dreaming about things like that. He sees himself talking. He sees himself, you know, like with his hands. Another thing is like what is his eating habits like? Does he eat good? Yeah, that's why maybe looking at him self talk will probably make him feel more sensitive. He's kind of picky. Yeah. I don't know if he likes chicken nuggets. I think all kids love chicken nuggets. Not all kids, but majority of them do. My nephews still eat fucking chicken nuggets and chicken tenders and chicken wings and chicken any fucking thing. They eat pizza all the time. Yeah. I don't know if he eats like the dinosaur chicken nuggets or like any type of like shaped chicken nuggets. But she shows me like him eating chicken nuggets and laughing. I don't know. And he's like in a chair where he's like he can't really move too much. I don't know if that's in school or something like that. My nephews used to have those fucking dinosaur nuggets. And I used to go like with the dinosaur to him and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna eat the dinosaur, eat you." That's weird. I got that image just now. I can't remember what the fuck those things are called. They're dinosaur nuggets. The fuck was that called now? I used to, then my nephews used to say, "Uncle Mark, can I please have the dinosaur nuggets?" I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but it's like a nugget that's shaped of a dinosaur. I think there was other ones too. Yeah. Yeah, he probably picks up on their energy and picks up on like he probably doesn't want nobody to be sad. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's the type of energy that I think you said he's a Sagittarius. That's the type of energy. Sagittariuses are like emotional. They cry over movies and shit like that. Where they get it. They can be emotional at times. Even though they're a fire sign, their emotions are passionate for others. My sister's a Sagittarius. She be crying watching stupid ass movies, not me. And that movie gonna make me damn cry because it's all fucking bullshit anyway. So why should I cry over a movie? If I see somebody crying, sometimes it'll make me cry or make me like start to, or I'll get teary eyed. I actually almost cried yesterday, like looking at my nephew, my youngest nephew. He's come a long way. He really impresses me with his thoughts, his actions, his ways. Like he's come a long way, but he's still got a little bit more work. But I had tears in my eyes while I was watching him eat. And I was like, this is a person who never ate chicken wings, who never really, was growing. Now he's getting taller. He's like 3 inches less than me. He got teased when he was in school, like in elementary. Now he's going to high school next year. So like I watch watching my nephews grow up. It makes me really happy, like. And these two next door, they're like they're with me all day, and it hurts to see them go through the divorce and you know go through shit. But I looked at him and I was very proud of him. It made me kind of like I almost cried, but I didn't because he would have saw me. But I had to turn my face and because if I would have kept looking at him, I would have probably cried and shit. But it's so nice to see like how kids grow up. You'll experience it too because your child's still young. Like my youngest nephew is going 14, and he's like me and him are the closest. I'm the closest with him than more than anybody. Like I don't have favorites, but he is like probably the closest to me. The two youngest ones are the closest, 13 and 15. But my very first two nephews, the older ones, I was with them a lot too. And they still like, I still look at them and be like, I can't believe these fuckers are growing up already. it's beautiful watching kids grow up because you get to evolve with them, you get to grow up with them and see how they, they do things, how their voice changes. Um, when they swear, it's kind of funny because you're like, fuck, if I would have swore like that, I would have got my ass beat. But the generation is kind of different. But yeah, be prepared to see more. Be prepared to see Caden grow up, and really, really, my suggestion to you is like really relish in the moment right now while they're young, because in 10 years time, you might say, "Fuck, I had so much fun with you when I was younger, when you was a little boy, 4 or 5 years old or whatever, 3, 4, 5." Those are the years that you should like really, you know, feel like your child at that age. Yeah, focus on the present right now. Exactly. That's why, like, I'm saying what I'm saying because I know what it's like. I mean, I don't have children, but I have 6 nephews, and I watched each and every one of them grow up. And I'm really, really impressed with how they grew up and where they are now. I'm very proud of all of them. I love all of them the same way. I've wiped all their asses. I've taken care of all of them. I've taught each and every one of them things that they still know today. They all idolize me and they all love me, and I love them the same way. And I wouldn't trade it for nothing. I still, like, when I see them on holidays and special occasions, I make all the initiative I can to hang out with them. Like, I care about them a lot, and I don't want nothing bad to happen. I pray for them every day, and I always ask God to protect them, and it's worked so far. So I can't control what they do because they're growing boys now. But I always do a protection for them every night. Like, I always ask God to protect them for me. I make sure they're okay. Nothing bad's happened to any of them, thank God. The oldest one's 21 in July, and he's in college. And he was my first nephew, and he was always around me when he was younger. He used to come in my apartment. Uncle Mark, I want to see the fish tank, please. I want to see the fish. I had a big fish tank back here where all my hats were. I had 100-gallon tank with all these pretty fish and all sorts of shit. And they used to come in there. I used to have babies in there. I had a male and a female, and they used to breed like every other month. And there was like pure babies in there one day, and they were like, "Oh my God, look at the babies!" And I told them that I was gonna buy them a tank and give them some babies, and I did. And then they started getting into it all hardcore. I've always been like a guy who likes fish tank aquariums. I have 2 turtles next door. My nephew's got them. They're big now too. The turtle's probably the size of this box. Turtles are cool. They go on like a raft and they hang out up top underneath a light, and they like have like a suntan type of thing. And then they go back in the water and all like flapping around and shit. They eat all damn day, but the problem is with turtles is you have to maintain the tank. You have to clean it like every week. Like, the water gets nasty quick. Turtles are dirtier than fish. I told my nephew, I said, these turtles are gonna need a lot of work. Oh, I just want you to help me, Uncle Mark, please. I like, so every week, like, we clean the tank out. And I said, look, you gotta help me. These are your damn turtles, these things don't belong to me. So now that we're gonna have all this room, he wants me to buy a bigger tank. And I'm like, oh yeah. Who's gonna clean it? Uncle Mark, you're not gonna damn. No, I swear to God, I'll help you. So I just try to make them happy and get things for them. I never had that type of stuff when I was young. I wish I had a fish bowl with a goldfish in it. but it was around like, glass bowl with the damn fish in it. He lasted forever. My goldfish was called Comet. I called him Comet. I had him for a long time too, maybe about 6, 7 years. I've always been like a fish guy. Can't wait to get a big tank. I should be getting it next month. Get myself a nice big tank, put the turtles in there and some fish, make the kids happy. Well, not kids, boys happy. All right, if anybody wants a message, let me know. I'll give you one. If not, I'm going to get out of here. And I'll be back on tomorrow for sure. I came on twice today, so it was nice. The rain finally stopped. It's been raining like since 3 o'clock till maybe about an hour ago. It was raining. It rained constantly for hours. Alrighty, I'll see everybody tomorrow. Becca, take care, sweetie. And good night, everybody. And I'll see everybody tomorrow. Thanks for the donations and the support. I appreciate it very much. Or them, likes or whatever. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.